Was it God's fault, or did he tell our ancestors over and over and over again that if we continue to rebel against him and worship other gods, that he will then send us into slavery? Because if you actually read the Bible, who is he talking about? Black people. He ain't talking about the white people. He's talking about us black people. Like, we are the reason, our ancestors are the reason why we suffer the way that we did, because of their rebellion. And we are just reaping the, not even benefits, we're just reaping the fruit of their disobedience. That's all that it is. And then other bad things that happen is not because of God, it's because of the people and their free will to sin.
We present to you Around Productions.
It's mindsets like this that make me realize that there really is no hope for the masses. How did you come to the conclusion that the Bible was talking to black people and that we were only supposed to submit to one way to expressing how to worship the Most High or Supreme Consciousness or the Supreme Being? How did you come to that conclusion, ma'am? What made you think that we're only supposed to submit to one book and one Bible and one concept of God and one religion? I don't understand this. And I used to be there. I'm not going to front. You can go back and you can see some of the Israelite videos that I've made in the past where I've talked about how the reason why black people are suffering in America is because we haven't contributed our lives to the Most High. I made videos like this before, but I came to realize some things. One, everything is not what I have seemed for it to be. Two, the Most High is too complex and too big and too diverse and versatile to be expressed in one way and in one manner. So when you come to the realization of 1 and 2, you then go to 3. You are God manifested in the flesh. Now, once you come to 3, you then understand that the way that you live your life and the way that you see fit to live your life is God manifesting itself in the flesh. So all this hoopla about you going through hell, you going through slavery because you won't contribute your life to the Bible, which was mistransliterated and which was copyrighted and which was put in a certain manner that wasn't even for you in the first place. But nonetheless, you can learn from these books, yes, but don't take them literally. They weren't written to be taken literally. And when you take them literally, even as Aleister Crowley with his crazy ass even said, you have to be insane. Imagine an insane person telling you have to be insane to believe that the Bible was meant to be taken literal. That's all I'm saying. You have to be out your mind. It's been statistically proven that people who have taken the Bible literally, or religious people, are more likely to be insane or be out of it than other people. So like, for people to walk around and you actually believe that God is making you suffer and that he's punishing you because you won't contribute to his laws, statutes, and commandments, that's a sad world that you live in, fam. That is a sad world. And before we head out, I just ran across this video on TikTok, and surprisingly has to do with this whole conversation. One of my beautiful and lovely associates, Lex, off of social media, goes through the same topic because somebody hit her up in one of her comment sections that the punishment that black people are going through is because we disobeyed the Most High. So she's going to touch up on this very beautifully, so I want you to listen.
So let's analyze the situation together because we have quite a few things to unpack here. There's a massive amount of people that believe that the historical as well as the present day treatment of black people is justified and that we deserve it because we are being punished for the actions of the Israelites, as stated in the Old Testament. Here's where the first problem comes in. In this exact same Bible, Ezekiel 18, because I know the Bible scholars are going to ask me where, this God figure makes it clear that no one will suffer for the sins of someone else. Again, no one will suffer for the sins of anyone else. You are only responsible for your own sins. This information begs the question, which one is it? I would call it a contradiction, but I already know y'all are going to quote the scripture about how I shouldn't use my own common sense moving forward. So after worshiping all of these false gods and committing so much sin, God still allowed the Israelites to steal the land he promised them from the people that were already there. As a matter of fact, for thousands and thousands of years, they were doing just fine. They built pyramids. They had these thriving black civilizations. Solomon's temple was immaculate. Jesus came, died twice, left, and shit was still good. So much time passed. Then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, about 400 years ago, God said, even though I sacrificed my own son and his death was supposed to end all curses and be payment for all sins, I still need to go punish these people because I never punished the people who actually did it. And I gotta go all out this time. Is that your God? Is that your fair and just God? I think now would be a good time to reflect on what type of God you're serving. Last thing, for the ones who bring up the prophecy of slavery lasting for 400 years, American slavery lasted for about 250 years. Guys, math isn't mathing. When it comes to slavery, America was the platform and the Bible was the plan. That is not our book.
So I will say it furthermore, you have to be sick in your head to think that you're being punished by a supreme being because you disobeyed them. Not to mention that there was only a small set of people compared to the masses and the millions of black people thousands of years ago that even knew of the concept of a Most High according to a Jewish mythology. But anyways, let's have a conversation about this in the comment section below. So make sure that you share your thoughts concerning the whole matters at hand. Like the video. And subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video with other people. Alright? Until next time, I'm Tyrone. And I am out.
Me, myself, and I. Ride it, dolo, hit me up, might not reply. Feeling focused, got my optics on the life. And on the prize, you compromise, go suicide. I pay the price, it's just me, myself, and I. Ride it, dolo, hit me up, might not reply. Feeling focused, got my optics on the life. And on the prize, you compromise, go suicide. I pay the price, hey.